my stage. Oh, keep it going for Mark Way, everybody. Oh God, I was listening backstage to Gary's story and I was getting fucking mad and I wasn't even there. Oh, where are my ladies at? A few. That's a bit disappointing. Where are my fellas at? Where are my people that don't give a fuck at? Say what you will about Fred Durst. He was about the fucking gender studies long before anybody else was thinking about it. That's the truth. That was a fucking terrible joke. You guys, I'm gonna try something a little bit better. Anybody in here got a mental illness? Yeah.
Who is she?
Comedians, you don't need to woo for that. We all know. I do. I've got a mental illness, so I see a therapist regularly. And recently, she diagnosed me with anxiety, and she prescribed me some anxiety pills. But I think she prescribed me the generic ones because I went to the pharmacy. And it was just a big yellow tub that said, "I can't believe it's not depression." Same font and everything. Apparently I'm not good enough for name brand anxiety pills. I will say, I do believe mental health is very important. I don't believe everybody should go to therapy. I have a friend that started therapy recently, and she mentioned that she talked about me with her therapist. And I was like, "Oh, what'd you talk about?" I was half expecting it to be like, "Oh, you know, Dylan's a good friend. He kind of inspired me to go to therapy. He's kind of been working on his life." No, none of that. What she decided to tell her therapist was that I am addicted to nachos to such a degree that I spend my nights scrounging through dumpsters to try and find some. I can positively say I have never eaten food out of a dumpster, but I also know I have a body that completely contradicts that. So now there's just like a group of therapists out there having to like tandem with each other to go throw out garbage in case I'm just standing there just being like, "You got any nachos?" I've become almost like a chupacabra in this. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna fucking say it. I love weddings. I know that might come as a shock. You can grieve on your own time, but you know, I know I look like I was built in like an incel basement laboratory to love Andrew Tate and be like, "Women shouldn't have the right to vote." But I do. I love weddings. I'm a sap. I'm a romantic at heart. I cry at the end of most romantic movies because I love love. There are two things particularly I love about weddings. That is dancing and cake. Woo! Wedding cake is fucking good. Cake is good in general. Again, don't be shocked. Do that on your own time. But the problem is, like, I can dance anywhere. Like, I can spend the last 2 minutes just dancing, and you just have to sit there and fucking deal with it. But unfortunately, I do need a wedding to acquire cake. Because as a big man, me trying to acquire cake is a bit like Mark Way trying to acquire a gun. I can't just walk into Walmart being like, "Gotta pick up a cake for my friend's birthday, gonna have a good time." Go grab a cake and then just take it to the cashier. No, they're gonna sit there, they're gonna call the manager. Next thing I know, I'm just gonna have this manager. There's gonna be two types of managers that's gonna come up. One is the man who looks like he's tried to hung himself at least once. The other is the woman who looks like she'd have no problem putting cigarettes out on you. And then starts the question. And just like, "Sir, what do you need this cake for?" "It's for my friend's birthday." "Why isn't there a name on here?" "Well, we gotta have a place to put the candles." "Sir, there's a 3-day waiting period." "But the party's today." "Well, you should have thought of that before you came in today." And then they just throw me out. I have to go in 3 days later to find out that I didn't pass the background check. And it's just like, fine, I just bought a cake off the street. I'm just like, this sugar tastes weird. And it's like, don't think about it. And that is why I love weddings.